I mean, I'm just kind of worried about us because, we already like weird things.
So I guess we're set.
Yeah, so are we already old?
No,
Is that what we're saying?
We're old souls. I've been called an old soul.
I've been called an old soul too.
My entire life. Because my whole life. I mean, think about it. Like I love Andy Griffith, the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
I love Mystery Science Theater 3000, which was a show of our time, but they watch old movies, and that show got me into watching old movies. That turned into a thing for me, especially old bad movies.
Yeah.
And I love.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And I don't really get into today's horror movies, but I love classic horror movies. We're talking about the old school, like your Dracula, your Frankenstein. And then you go into I love Night of the Living Dead and Evil Dead and anything with dead in it from the past is great. A Psycho, that's another one of my favorites. I love horror, but I love classic horror. So that's just kind of my taste. It's the thing I enjoy.
Yeah.
I've been an old soul my whole life. So I get maybe when we get older, we'll get into things like Stranger Things, because neither one of us really watched Stranger Things.
Yeah, no, I've not. Yeah.
I don't I never got into Game of Thrones. Maybe I'll watch Game of Thrones when I'm old. I don't know.
I started Game of Thrones and it was too much. I got really tired of it's an hour show and you had
It's an hour show. What does that got to do with it?
Well, if you let me finish my statement.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It was 40.
I'll remember this come Christmas time. Just go ahead. Keep going.
It was 43 minutes of just nonsense.
Well, there's also some boobies thrown in there, too.
I mean, okay, nonsense and boobies.
Hey!
And then the last 15 minutes is when you would get,
Bing bong! Hello!
I had to throw that in. Sorry.
The last 15 minutes, you would actually get, information about, what's going on.
Sure.
So it's just, 43 to 45 minutes of bull crap. And then 15 minutes of actual, pertinent information. And I don't know how people watch that many seasons of it. And then it ended terribly.
Oh, it did.
And it did.
Everybody hated the ending.
Everybody hated the ending.
Isn't this from Game of Thrones?
Shame.
It's one of our sound bites. I'm pretty sure it's from Game of Thrones.
Maybe? Again, I stopped watching after a while, so I don't know.
Okay. You're just gonna be like one of those people.
You're gonna be one of those people.
That's my thing. You don't get to say that.
I get to do it all the time because I could be like your face.
That's my trademark, and you can't use it.
Your face is my trademark.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, half the time things you say don't make sense. So.
Well, it's loud in the headphones.
That is really, really loud.
I don't know how loud it is on the radio for you all, but oh god, my whole head shook. It vibrated on that. I don't know what's up with the volume. I noticed that the volume of the show is louder than the station's volume for some reason. I've been trying to turn all the knobs down here, but it's still. Oh, it's still very.
And I love how it's the fart one that you laugh.
The fart one's the best one.
Hi.
I have two fart ones. There's that one and there's that one.
Okay.
The lone fart. They're great sound effects to have. Great sound bites. You're just jealous you don't have them all.
I don't even have my computer here. You're using my computer
it's in the bag
record.
To record the show. Shout out to the computer recording the show right now. Hey!
My computer.
It's pretty okay.
It's doing good. It's doing good out there. It's doing good. Wonderful times. Well...
Wonderful time.
So bottom line, what to take away from this first segment. Sheila and Pork have died.
Sheila and Pork have died.
It smells like 90s rock. Will always... Hot Toddy, listen. This show would crumble without yours truly, okay? I'm the glue that holds
yes,
it
you
together.
do.
You know. Yes, you do.
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes, you do. Inside joke. You don't understand. But there are jokes in this episode.
I mean,
too,
if you have TikTok, you understand that.
Well, if you know who that guy is from Flint, Michigan, the city councilman that talks like that, then yeah, you know. But if you don't, then yeah, you don't know.
And if you know, you know.
And that just went over everybody's heads. It's fine. It's fine. Listen.
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 Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Fart. Okay.
You're a fart.
No, I am. I just played one a second ago. Where is it?
I don't know. Oh,
Ah.
God. It's so
It
loud.
comes in so hot. I don't really know why.
A fart normally does, yes.
Most of them ain't even been farted in.
Sometimes I just like to go through my sound bites. I have a lot. I don't play a whole lot of them.
Do people...
Wow, what's that smell?
What's
My
going on?
my former employer there. Say that again.
Do people ever wonder just like what's going on in your heads?
Oh God, people have been wondering that for 12 years.
Oh, okay.
12 years, 12 long years. People have been trying to figure that out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's
I can't. Bye.
more inside jokes. You don't understand anything we're saying. That's all Toddcast and Superfuzz stuff that you don't know.
So maybe go look it up.
Oh God, are we doing a plug?
Maybe.
Superfuzz Productions on YouTube. That's where like all of our videos are.
That's where we're the most not funny.
Yeah, and then of course the Smoking Hot Toddcast can be found wherever you listen to your podcasts. I would suggest Spotify because that's like the latest thing we got on too. So go check us out on Spotify.
Not to mention Spotify's just kind of great.
They got the stuff.
They got the stuff.
Apple's got the stuff too, and we're also on Apple Podcasts, so you could check us out there. And then there's this show. What is this show called again? Smells Like 90's Rock. That's
Smells
right.
like 90's Rock.
I do a lot of shows, and so I forget sometimes.
He just forgets.
I have a lot of shows. Not one of them makes me money.
So somebody sponsor us.
Apple and Spotify sponsor us. Oh, hey, you're pulling a me.